Good morning. Hi, my name is Garrick with eXp Realty, and today we're talking about don't be a secret agent. This was one of the topics that I really enjoy talking about because you need to put yourself out there as an agent. And if people can't find you, you're going to be a poor agent. Okay. So it was very important for especially now, uh, during COVID, because there wasn't many opportunities for us to meet other people in person. So online presence was very, very important. Okay. Secret agents are poor agents. Make sure you have a current headshot, executive summary. Online presence is important. There is no personal and business profile. People actually want to know you personally and also in business. Okay. Some of you are like, okay, I'm going to keep a personal, Instagram or personal Facebook. That's just for family only. You could probably do that and then keep it like really small, like, 15 people that you have your really tight circle with. But if you're doing that, you're probably sharing with them stuff already in other platforms like AirDrop or something. And then your business profile, a more business oriented one. Buyers and sellers and other colleagues in the business are going to want to see who you are as a person. If it's just strictly business, 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 your profile is going to get kind of boring. Okay. So if you have the balance of maybe 75% personal, 25% business, that's great. Okay. Your profile should be public. If they're not public profiles, you're an invisible agent. You're a secret agent. Nobody knows you exist. Okay. All right. All posts should disclose that you are an agent. Okay. You must add your company name, your license on all first points of contact. So even if it's a social media post, your post has the intention of attracting business or providing business information, or hey, selling this, you have a listing to sell, or you're trying to attract a buyer. That's a marketing post. Okay. Make sure you tag your stuff with your name, your brokerage, your DRE number, your license number, and way to contact you. Okay, this is for state of California compliance. I know some of you do not practice in California, but in California, this is a compliance issue. Okay, so tag your stuff. I'm not 100% on this. Sometimes on my Instagram stories, I do not post my DRE because my Instagram does have the DRE on the actual profile. So I don't post it on every single story, but I do try to post it on all of my posts. So if you're looking at a post inside of Instagram, you'll see my contact and my DRE number. Okay. More information about California compliance is on this website here. Okay. Online shopping. 81% of retail shoppers are conducting online research before they buy. The overwhelming majority of retail consumers start their journey with online research. That's GE Capital. Okay. If a client is going to research and review, then give them something good to research and review. They're going to want to, social media is very interesting because it's kind of like putting yourself out there. People are able to see who you are, your mannerisms, how you interact, the people you hang out with, and all those things before you actually get to know them. I've been fortunate to meet many people online through social media and then actually in person when I travel to events, and it's great. It seems like we've been friends for a very, very long time, and yet we've met just for the first time. Okay. Other times, these are clients. They are stalking you maybe for 3 to 6 months before they actually call you. So if they're going to stalk you, if they're going to go research you, give them something good to research. So that way they have an idea of who you are before they actually meet you. Okay. Important marketing assets. Everyone here needs to have a name. You like your name, that's great. If your name is hard to pronounce and you want to make it easier, pick one. Okay. Pick a name. Make it, if for legal reasons, if you're going to change your name, but that's a different story. Okay. But if you have a nickname, go by a nickname. Okay. Pick a handle. I used to go by Yan Man Can. And since I started a team, I decided to move away from that handle. And also because I've been in business for about 10 years, I think there's enough people that know who I am so that I've now changed my handle to just my name, Garrick Yan. Okay. Have a photo. What's your signature photo look like? My photo actually, it's kind of a bad joke now, right? That all realtors have photos that are 10 years old. My photo is actually 10 years old. I got it done when I first started business. I think I still look the same. So that's why I continue to use it. I've thought about getting another one, or I've taken other selfies in as time goes on. I feel they do portray who I am, and they're more current sometimes, but I really do feel that that first photo that I've taken is still a pretty signature photo for me. Logo, have a logo. Okay. A logo doesn't make a brand. However, a logo just is a unique identifier for your business. Okay. I happen to have a pineapple, and the pineapple to me signifies luxury, hospitality, and friendship. It's a way that I treat the clients that I work with, their family. And that's very important to me. And that's why I chose the pineapple. And you say, Garrick, a pineapple is not a house. Yeah, but Williams Sonoma has a pineapple too, and they're all about hospitality. And that's kind of where that came from. Williams Sonoma is a kitchenware store. Okay. Have a tagline. What is your tagline? What is your business? Can you summarize your business in 3 to 5 words? Okay. I could probably, in the beginning, when I went with Yan Man Can, it was kind of a joke with the elementary school kids that I was going with. I got to school in a van. My last name is Yan, so people joked around and said it was a Yan van. It's okay. I just ran with that. It was memorable, so that's why I ran with it. I changed it around. There's Yan Can Cook. He's Martin Yan, the famous chef. So I went with Yan Man Can. Okay. I could help you with all your real estate needs. Okay. You can choose to have a watermark, a domain. That's a website domain. Okay. Maybe you have enough money to go ahead and get one of these. And it should be important. How do they reach you? Okay. So I've had yanmancan.com. And then when I started the team, I had Team Yanman. And then now I just change it. It's all just Garrick Yan. So this Zoom call is garrickyan.live. My YouTube channel is garrickyan.tv. That's how things can move along. Okay. Another very important part of your marketing asset is your unique selling proposition. And that's part of your marketing research. You need to decide what is so special. Why are people going to call you? Are they calling you because you're an expert at senior mobile homes? Are they calling you because you are catering to global clients? Are they calling you because you speak a language and understand a unique market? Because maybe you do beachfront properties only. Okay, what is your unique selling proposition? Write it down, refine it, edit it over time. Okay, simple, and then call it down, make it easy for people to understand and be able to sell it in an elevator pitch. Executive summary. Make it longer. That's maybe 300 to 500 words. Give us a background, who you are, what's your client, what do you do, what's special about you, right? That you could write a little bit longer, okay? Now there's a challenging part, is the introduction video. I don't know how many of you have videos yet of yourself, but this is and you can't wait for the new camera you can't wait for the TV station to come and find you and say, hey, I'm calling you for an interview. You got to go and be your own TV news crew and record yourself and create that. Okay. Treat yourself like that celebrity. Okay. If you're running around like a fanboy chasing celebrities, I do that. Okay. I chase celebrities. If you're chasing celebrities, trying to have meet time with them, get to know them, hear their story, take pictures and selfies, well, do that to yourself. Who are you? Are you special? Yes, you're special. You provide a unique service, providing home ownership to your clients. Okay. So record your own video. You can edit the video to make it look more polished. Okay. Add you'd have to know what your brokerage, your DRE, your phone number, your email. Know your certs. Have this written down as a list somewhere. Your transaction list. You need to know you need to know what properties you've sold, when you sold it, what price. You need to have all those stats. They need to be written down somewhere. Okay. And your reviews. What have other people said about you? All right. That's your assets. You're going to need to use all these things, and you're going to repackage it on the different platforms. Different platforms have.
Quick
Yep,
question.
go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm Eric. I just want to ask, at like what point do you think it makes sense to like focus in on building out that online presence? So I'm still a pretty new agent, and a lot of like the work and the like clients I'm getting is just like referral based. So I don't have those reviews. So if people like research me online, I don't see why they would pick me over anyone else. Do you think it makes sense to like keep building this even when I'm early stages, or until I have like
Absolutely.
5 to 10 transactions?
Completely. More so if you have like nothing to do, right? So you're a brand new agent, you don't even have referrals, let's say that, right? So if you have absolutely no referrals, then you got to start from nothing. So even the reviews, you say, well, I haven't closed the house. That's fine. Go get someone to write a review for you about how you treated them when you just showed a house. Can you get a showing? Can you get a showing review? That was actually how I padded my reviews in the beginning, because Yelp was saying, Zillow and Yelp were saying, just get people to write a review about, just a tour. Okay, fine. So I think I have like 10 reviews of tours, even though I've sold over 150 houses later. I don't have reviews for everybody. So even myself, I have things to improve on. So this is kind of like an ideal list. I'm not saying that I've met all this stuff. Okay. So as a newer agent, you have time. You have more time than to do this than you do transaction work. So I always try to set this up as soon as you can, but it will evolve. Okay. Because what you do on your first year is not going to be the same as what you do 5 years later, and not going to be the same as 10 years later. So this is a reminder for myself also to update and revise as the time goes on. Do it once a year and update all the platforms. So here's your platforms. Okay. So our team uses Chime CRM, and this is what our Chime CRM looks like. So www. Okay. And even this, I just had to do a revision. Okay. We had the old EXP logo here. I changed it. We had the white EXP logo in the corner. It shows up on this homepage, but did not show up on the email blast that we were sending out. So I had to change that. This here is my old 10-year-old photo. It's still the same. What else? So I've incorporated 2 reviews here, 3 reviews that I've had in the past. These are pretty old reviews, but yet they're still functional, right? A new client does not know when this review was written. Okay, have a photo with your clients. Okay, I've updated the logo here. I've updated the icon video, the icon for the page. So you can see up here in this top corner, that's also an image. Check see if your phone number and email and all those things are correct. So this is our CRM page, and people can enter stuff and search here, and then it's all consistent on this side. Okay. All right. And what did I have? Okay, over here I said about. So on my about, we updated our team photo, but I don't have an executive summary here. It's down here. And this summary is a little bit different. See, it's only dating back to 2015-ish. So I need to update this now too. So it's a reminder that even I have to change this. See, sales volumes date back to 2016. It's been 5 years. I've got to change that. Okay. Link all your stuff. Where can people find you? Where can they find your reviews? Accolades, so this was updated in 16. So I got to change this too. Okay. 300-word summary. Who's your audience? Where do you serve? Why did they pick you? This is your online resume. Okay. You're not working a corporate job. You're not saying, oh, I took this class, I did this, I worked for here. This is your online resume. How many houses have you sold? They want to know. If it's your first transaction, that's okay. Don't share with them all the other good stuff you had. What led you to this point? Okay. And if you have a resume that's very thin, working with buyers is easier because sellers are going to probably ask you, hey, so how many houses you've sold? I haven't sold any. That's not a good thing. Okay. But you might leverage your team's resume. You might leverage a mentor's resume and say, yeah, I'm partnering up with a senior agent who sold over 100 houses. That could help you. Okay. So you need a CRM website. That would be KV Core, that would be Chime, or that would be any other one like that. You'll need to put your reviews. You have to have an IDX. IDX is the one that allows you to see listings. So if you're here, you get it, where you can shop, and then they capture your information and put you on the backside, and you can see who's looking. It's lead generation. Okay. Some of you may want a brand website. So one specifically about your company, your group. Okay. Trulia, Zillow. Okay. This is also very important. These are probably the first two most important ones. Is your personal CRM website, because people are going to go find you. If you have the, $50 a year plus $100 per year to get your domain and have it hosted, just get one, right? ericu.com. JacquelineEtherington.com. Just get that and then attach that to your CRM. So people, once they get to your name, they do their search, you have your information on the back end and you can contact them. Zillow, I feel, is also very high on that list of platforms that you need to be on. The reason is because when people are shopping, they're either going to, if they don't know you yet, they're probably shopping on Zillow and Trulia. They're probably shopping on Redfin. Okay, so this is our Trulia. This is our Zillow site. Zillow. This is Zillow. So in this case, I happen to be a team leader, and we added all our team agents on here as well. So if you are a team leader, or if you are an attractor and you have agents with you that are highly producing, you can add them on, even if they're not producing, you can add them to your, create a team on Zillow. A team on Zillow is not the same as a team within EXP or a team within your brokerage. These can be just people that are partnering with you for the purpose of transactions. Okay, so you can have in multiple markets across the country. So personally, I have about 20 people in my rev share group and about 10 people on our team. And I've added as many people as I know on here. And this helps with attraction. This helps with credibility. Okay. So when people are here, like let's say Violet, she's going on to a listing appointment. Yes, our team, we've sold 50 homes in the last 12 months. She can go and leverage this fact with her clients, even though she might sell 5 per year. So she goes in here and it makes it look more impressive to the client. The client says, okay, I have a clearer picture of what your business will do. Okay. You'll then you need to put your executive summary here, put your links here, and then, tell your story. Okay. This is also very cool because it has a map. It's very easy for any client to look and see where you are selling. Okay. The listings here, and also you have your transaction record. Before you had to manually put this in. Now it's actually connected to the MLS, and it actually can pull from the MLS and puts it in here. If you have multiple team members, it actually aggregates everybody's data and then puts it into this list. Okay, so for example, this is my closing. This is Violet's closing. This is one of my Solano team members closing. This is my closing. Okay, so it aggregates it here and it makes it paints a much better picture. Okay.
Hey, Garrick, I got a quick question for you.
Hey, Mike, what's up?
Hey, and thanks for doing this, by the way. In regards to reviews, I'm starting to build out my Google Local Services profile and getting reviews there. Do you know if reviews, you could take the review that has been vetted through Google and move it over to other areas like Zillow, or do the clients have to go directly to Zillow?
I think they have to go directly to Zillow. And as part of our closing process, we usually ask people to submit the review, and I give them the link to, like, first I ask them, what else can we do to earn a 5-star review from you? Is there anything that we can do better? And if they say, man, you've been terrible, and I can't imagine, then I don't even tell them where the review sites are. Uh, because it's your reputation. If they are like raving cheerleaders, I say, it would be meaningful to me if you could go ahead and copy paste and post in these 3 different locations, and then that would probably be the best.
Okay,
There is
so
a
you ask them to go to all 3 that you
Yep.
want them to go to?
Yep.
Okay.
There is a website called Reach 360, and that
Mhm.
will also, Reach 360 will rank also on Google, and you can cut and paste and also enter in reviews on other people's behalf, but it's a paid site.
Mhm. Okay,
Okay.
perfect. Thank you.
However, I think it is a little bit cheating because you really can't just copy and paste anybody else's reviews and put it in there for yourself. I mean, copy from like other sites and then post it into there because you manage it yourself.
Got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep. So Zillow, make sure you have an executive summary, have an introduction video. Oh yeah, that's important. Okay, so where's my Zillow? Here's my Zillow. There is a video here, and this here is on YouTube. And this video here happens to be, hi, my name is Garrick. Thank you for choosing our team to go buy a house. We can help you wherever, blah, blah. You can watch that on YouTube. This also video is attached. I send this out as an attachment in my introduction emails from the CRM as well. So having an introduction video kind of lets them know who you are before they actually met you. So if they only see a photo, that's one dimensional, 2 because it's length and width. But this here is actually more 3-dimensional. They know who you are. They can hear your tone. They can see who you are. Are you approachable? Looks are good. Looks is one thing, but can they actually work with you? This is another thing. Okay. Now they have the audio. Now the next thing is that meet in person, and that's the smell test, right? Do you smell good? Do you are you as good as you sound like you are online? Okay. Redfin. So I am a Redfin partner. This is not something that everybody's going to have access to. But if you have a certain level of production and you've applied and you've been accepted, you can get a Redfin profile. I feel that these 2 are the most important sites to be on, Zillow and Redfin, because it aggregates all your sales transactions and your reviews. And this is kind of funny because when I got this first 4-star review, I was really kind of disappointed, but I also laughed because Ranch 99 Market, their motto is, we try harder for 100. Okay, it's called Ranch 99. They're not 100, they're 99. So in this case, I've got 1 4-star review. So I know I've got to try harder. I'm going to earn your trust every single time. Okay.
Hey, Gary.
Hey, Barbara,
Sorry.
what's up?
Sorry. So let me ask you this, because I do have a Zillow, Trulia, and Realtor.com site, right?
Yep.
But there are like regular, like buyer, seller sites. So is there a way that you can register as an agent in these websites, or is just,
Yes.
how does this work?
So in this Zillow here, this is a agent site. So you go in and you register, I don't know how, because I set this up like 10 years ago, but yes, you do set this up as an agent. So you log in as an,
Okay.
Yeah, I need to find that. And I was just revising my setup document just before the call, but I'll probably try to go and find where to register the Zillow site. Okay, but you can register as an agent. So this is an agent site.
Great. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. But it's also important to see what clients see, because the clients are going to want to click on listings and contact them and say, oh, I thought you were the listing agent, but you know, anyways, moving along. Okay. Past sales reviews, Redfin only posts closing reviews, and they will interview every single one of your clients. So sometimes in the back of my mind, if I have a transaction that's not going well, I just like either try to salvage it, try to fix it, try to improve the relationship, because I know the review is going to come out. They have to fill it in, or hopefully it cancels and I don't have to, you know, post about it. Not all clients are going to be perfect. Okay. And sometimes you find out late in the game that it's a poor match. It's a conflict that, you know, between you and the client, but you do your best, and that's the best we can do. Realtor.com. I have a very weak presence on there. Google your business, Google business profile. People are going to start looking for you online because they're going to like, oh, I want to know who you are. So I'm going to go and pick on someone. Eric, you. Okay, realtor. So Eric, I'm going to suggest to you that you probably should figure out a tagline or a hashtag, because it's Eric Yu is pretty common name, and it's going to be hard to find you or distinguish you from other Eric Yus. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay. So when I Google my name, that assumes people knows my name, but if they don't know my name, that's a problem. That's a different problem. If you Google my name, it's going to be pretty easy to find who I am and what I do. Okay. You can find me on Zillow, my personal, you have Facebook, LinkedIn, Redfin. It's easy to find me because my name is relatively speaking unique. But what about anybody else's name? Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Google business profile. Okay. Hold on a second, guys. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Facebook. Have an executive. Facebook, this is your personal. Personal doesn't have an executive summary. Sorry. Anyways, Facebook, you have to have your personal Facebook page. You can run ads, but most of this stuff is actually happening on the Google business page, which I don't use as much these days. And if you haven't been paying attention to the news, Facebook is losing its followers. And I'm looking through my 4,000 some odd people that I'm friends with, and I'm finding many of them to be inactive. So Facebook is still viable, and I still get a lot of interaction from Facebook. You know, I'm looking on a post that I just did, you know, but it has a little bit less engagement. The people on here are mostly realtors, friends that I've had for a very long time, but that audience is changing, and it's limited to only the 5,000 people that you are able to connect with. And it's a two-way connection. Okay. Facebook business page. This is good for running ads and running ads. Facebook group. You can set up a Facebook group. So one of the agents in Vancouver is brand new to the area, has no friends. So she created a Facebook group called Moving to Vancouver, or Newcomers in Vancouver. So what happens is people are moving to the area. They might be looking for a house, or they might be looking for a place to rent, or looking for a place to do stuff. So they're connecting with her because she's the moderator of the group, and they're making connections that way. So what is the purpose of your group? Maybe you have other special interests. Maybe you are a car collector. Maybe you are a puppy, you know, maybe you like the certain breed of puppies. Maybe you have a nonprofit. Facebook groups attract special kinds of people that are related to that group, and you want to define that niche as best as you can. Okay. Yelp, have a Yelp page. Yelp is also paid, but you can do the non-paid version as well. So a non-paid version means they put ads all over your page and try to take you away from take the people away from your page and direct it to someone who actually is paid. You can see here, this is my old website, so I've got to change that. My phone number is still correct. My address is correct. Okay, so here they're taking people. So people that land on my page are going to try to take it away and send it to other people that actually paid for it. Okay. Have reviews here. And this here is an old summary that I've written that I need to update. And look over here. I do have one negative review. This was pretty bad. Okay. I got to step out for 1 second. Go ahead and read this. It's pretty funny, and I'll explain. I'll have an explanation. All right, thanks, guys. So this review is actually not my client. Unfortunately, he did pose it to me as if I was the agent for him, but I was never his agent. This was I represented the buyer, and all my communications went through the seller's agent. So he's complaining about me, and I'm not his agent. Okay, this was the seller that wrote this. It was kind of interesting because he had this opinion, and all this stuff was fine with the listing agent. The listing agent, I don't know, either forgot to communicate, didn't communicate, or the seller felt like they weren't communicated to. But the seller also didn't communicate to us that he was a registered sex offender. And apparently, when we were doing our due diligence, we found out there was a sex offender in that neighborhood, and it turned out to be this specific house. The listing agent ended up saying, if had I known, I might not have done the business, so it was kind of interesting. Anyways, I could send a rebuttal. He actually posted in 3 sites this negative review. It hasn't been really damaging to me. It hasn't done anything, but I should probably respond to it by saying that this isn't my client and everything was done properly through the listing agent. And okay, things do happen. We said we were going to close in 25. We closed in 37. I don't remember. It could have been a lender delay or an appraisal delay. Things happen. As you know, when we have a closing, it's a miracle because of how many people are involved in the transaction. Okay. Something like this, a response would be good to say, I wasn't your agent. You're not my client. Okay, move on. Homelight. Some of you are using Homelight for lead gen. Okay, so put your executive summary there and reviews. Upnest. I have not yet finished my profiles on here, but you can set yourself up on there. That'll be a source of referral leads as well. Eventbrite. Some of you have been checking that out. You've seen that here. So this is an opportunity for me to market ourselves as well. These happen to be some of our upcoming events. This is today's event, the branding blitz. Have a real estate math class coming up and a video basics math class coming up. You can see our past events, and this kind of frames you as a person. In this case, it portrays me as an expert. I'm just a regular agent that works hard. You can learn from me, and if you can learn from me, that's great. I'm not trying to say that I'm like super expert. We're all trying to improve our profession. Okay. So now that's just setting up the platforms. Those are mostly just one time, set it up, review it once a year. But now it's the real work. The real work is the social media that you got to manage almost on a daily basis. Okay. The more frequently you update this and work on this, the more engagement you'll have. And this is very important. Linktree is a website that allows you to link all your resources so people can find you. They can connect with your Facebook, your Instagram, your YouTube, TikTok, all your other pages. Okay. What I do on each of these pages. Okay. So Facebook, you can do a post, you could do stories. If you don't know what stories are short form videos that you can add. They show up at the top of your page. Okay. So up here, these are short form videos. So you could see what people are doing on a daily basis. So this is my friend Angie Cole. She posted a photo of herself in front of a, come on. Okay, it's just slow. She posted a photo of herself putting up a new listing. Okay, she's in Raleigh, North Carolina. This helps people to see you every, if you post a story every 4 hours, they'll see you 4 times a day, 6 times a day. Facebook Live, Facebook groups, business, Instagram, put a link tree on there. You have your posts, which are important. Stories are good for engaging your existing followers. Reels is good for attracting new followers, new follower engagement. Okay, because everybody wants to have more followers so they can have bigger influence. Okay, IGTVs, this is your long video format, and Instagram Live. Okay, you can do live interviews or walkthroughs of properties. LinkedIn. Prior to real estate, I was a teacher, and before that, I was an engineer. So we used LinkedIn to post resumes and connect with other people in our profession in the corporate. And I have plenty of friends over there that are not on my Facebook. So each of these different networks has a different sphere of people and have a different type of influence on them. So for them, they'll come in and say, oh, it's been 20 years since I've seen you as an engineer. How are you doing? It's like, wow, your kids are growing up. So, that's LinkedIn. So this is LinkedIn. You can see I have a consistent banner on all of the sites. This here is my title. That's been updated. And I post short form videos here too. Almost all of my content is short form video. You have a place to put your entire resume. Your about is your executive summary. Okay, so this here builds your credibility, who you are. You don't post sales here, you just post your titles and your certs and stuff like that too. Okay, I do post in here. YouTube. Okay, you're gonna have to put you have it. Okay, so here's in YouTube. Okay, so I just reached the benchmark of 100 subscribers. So I believe that at 100 subscribers, you're able to get a fancy short name, a vanity name on your YouTube, and also allows you to change up your layout on your videos. So inside of here, I'm going to go customize, and there's a section that allows people to see a video and it plays upon arrival on that page. So that's pretty cool. So you could put your introduction video right there. So this is my introduction video. And it can be a different video if they are already subscribed. So they'll see one video here and a second video here. So you can put your listings here or just an introduction to yourself. Some of you have seen me do a lot of short form videos like TikToks and educational ones. They're actually all for a purpose, and they're all meant to educate buyers and sellers. So I have 2 playlists, Let's Buy a Home and Let's Sell a Home, and I actually categorize all my shorts in here. So, but there are also some fun videos that are completely nonsense and, whatever. That's just short forms here. I do that for fun. And then for Barbara, you were asking about training videos. They're actually all right here. So pretty lower down on the list. It's right here on agent training, and it's all here. Okay, let's move on. Next one, YouTube, TikTok. TikTok actually trained me how to create amazing short form videos. However, my audience is not on TikTok. I have about 1,000 followers on TikTok, and that's pretty cool already. Okay. But that's not where my main audience is. It's actually extraordinarily hard for me to gain engagement on TikTok because I'm not that good looking and people just maybe don't understand my humor, or it's just really difficult when I compete with other influencers that are younger, better looking, more happy. They have the best idea of what the trending musics are. I don't have that much time because my main business is selling real estate, and I get the ideas from TikTok, but I actually create the videos and post them in Instagram. Okay. You should probably, you can check this out too. Learn how to use TikTok. Okay. All my videos actually are not created inside of the app. They're actually created outside using the phone camera and using an editing tool called CapCut. And that's for a different class. I can't cover all that here. Workplace. EXP has a workplace, and EXP workplace is just like Facebook. This is another place to get influence. With today's class, I posted it in the California State group, the Bay Area group, the Asian Network group, and also in our RevShare group. So that's where I'm getting additional people to come into here. So, and when they're coming into Eventbrite to go register, Eventbrite sees that the event is popular, and then it pushes it out to other people to see, so that you get also additional engagement too. Okay. WeChat is a mostly a chat tool for foreigners, especially in Chinese speaking countries. So they're inside of WeChat, there's a section called Moments, and that's equivalent to a Facebook wall. I actually post there too. So whenever I take a short form video, I actually post into 6 different places. I post on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, WeChat, and YouTube. So I post it 6 times. So that increases the reach of myself. So if anybody actually Googles it, they're more likely to have a chance to find me. Okay. Pinterest, I don't use Pinterest. Twitter, I don't use Twitter. Snapchat, I don't use Snapchat. Houses, if you like looking at pictures of houses, that's great, and you can post in there too. If you are a bigger pockets person, like you are focusing on investors, that's another good place to do it, but it's more like a message board, bulletin board, rather than a social like network like Facebook is. Okay. All this is great, but if you're not engaging the people that engage you, you're missing out. Okay. To create the huge followings and the potential viral success, engage. Like and comment on your engagement and followers. So you go to their site and you click and like and stuff like that, and then they'll come do the same and come back to you. Okay. Match their level of engagement. If they wrote 2 sentences, wow, that's an amazing outfit, where did you get that? Respond with a full, like an equivalent response. Write 2 sentences. Be compliment them as well, not just a heart. Don't just like their comment. That's pretty weak. Okay, let me see if I could get into TikTok here. I can. My most viral video is there's a lot of flops in here. Okay. Don't judge yourself and say, nobody likes my stuff. Improve, just work on it. Okay. 51,000 views. This was Bang Bang Niner Gang. This video went viral before the 2020 Super Bowl. Okay. We were excited. We were in Arizona. We posted this video. We ended up with 2,400 likes and 363 comments. Half of the comments were, take a look at coronavirus. It's a bunch of, Asians, pretty bad kind of comments, because you got to think these comments actually came from younger kids that are probably uninformed or, just basically attacking us. Good publicity and bad publicity. In this case, I engaged them all. I just said, say, hey, we're going to Super Bowl. Nice to see you. So I turned it around. And the interesting thing is that these algorithms, if it's a negative comment, you replied back to it, they'll reply back to it too. And that creates more, it creates a snowball. And the engagement continues and continues and continues. And it's then pushes it out to more and more people. It's kind of crazy that way. So ironically, if you see something you don't like it, you don't comment, you just leave it alone, and the algorithms will kill it because nobody likes it and they just bomb it. Okay. But if you actually hate something so much, these platforms actually keep pushing it harder and harder, because it creates a sticky effect. People keep coming back for it. Okay. This was another one too. This was a joke video too. I did this one yesterday. It's talking about large commission checks. The song goes big, big, big. How big? And I said, it's so big, it was only $217. So these people responded. They responded with emojis, and I replied back. And what was my reply back? I said, it was still a good day because I got a check. And she agrees. Vicky Chandler, she says, every day is a good day when you get a paycheck. So this creates people to come back and say, oh, he replied. I gotta go check the video out again. That creates another view, and it creates it more popular. So this isn't the most popular video I have, but it's not bad. 3,800 views. It was only 7 seconds long. So it's on Instagram Reels, and it kept on playing. And because the song is pretty popular, or the audio is pretty popular, it kept playing. It actually hit 2,500 views within an hour, and then 3,800 views in 24 hours. So not bad, but not all of these are doing so well. So this is only 200 views, 459 views. So some good, some bad. I reposted this 2 years later, and it had 818 views, but I got 1,000 views on this one in YouTube. Different audience. Okay. You just never know. If you think it bombs, you just keep it there. And what happens is, as you grow new followers, they'll come back and look at your old stuff, and they'll start liking all those things and say, oh, click, and they start looking at your channel like a TV channel. They'll start going through it, and they add more views, add more likes, and it continues to grow. Okay. This was a fun one too. Watch at your own time. I'm savoring a bottle of champagne. This was it was originally a 40-second video. Then I pared it down to about 15 seconds. No, under 30 seconds. And because it's able to play through from start to finish, that's why it is perceived as popular. And then Instagram will then re-push it out to more people to see. And that's how I got to 11,000 on this one. It's also looped. So looping is another way that the end of the video is actually at the very, very beginning. So I give away the punchline right at the beginning, and then it goes into the explanation. And then when the video actually finishes, it actually replays itself because it's a loop. So then you actually get 2 views for the price of 1. Okay, so you kind of trick the system into playing it twice. The best ones are where you actually can't tell where the beginning and the end is. Okay, so engage people, reply to every person that replies to you, and make a comment. That creates the feedback loop. Other profiles I have not written out for these things too. Okay, so here's my typical, here's what Zuckerberg was telling his staff: get focus on video products as Meta stocks plunge. This was posted 10 days ago. Even Zuckerberg is afraid. Their stocks dropped 25%. focus on video. Okay. This has been the comment going. Tom Ferry's been talking about this since at least since 2015, maybe even earlier. So if you have not started learning to do video, you should start now. You're not too late. Okay. This is my workflow. I make tall videos. Tall video means it's vertical, and a short form means under a minute. And if for the really short, high ADD people, I try to make it even like 30 seconds or 15 seconds. Okay. Upload it to Instagram Reels, add the audio, match it to the audio sound that it's supposed to be, add the subtitles. There's an automatic subtitle feature, add a location, add hashtags, tag the people that are in it. Okay. Add the caption, like your story about the story. Okay. Repost it to Instagram stories, repost it then again to like actually upload it independently. Okay. I should say upload independently. Okay. So I'm uploading to every single platform natively. Okay. I'm not sharing YouTube on Instagram. I'm not sharing YouTube on Facebook. I'm not sharing YouTube on LinkedIn. I'm uploading to LinkedIn. I'm uploading to YouTube. Okay. They're all separate. Okay. Google your name. Do this for practice. What do people see about you? Okay. If people are going to research you, what are people going to say about you? Can you fix it? You kind of can. You can kind of fix it by burying it. Okay. So you saw the one glaring negative review I have, but I've got 63 other positive ones. Is that one negative one going to be such a big deal? No, people aren't going to even find it. But if they look, they could find it. Okay. Am I going to work to get rid of it? Nah. It's not, doesn't really matter anymore. Now he looks like the crazy because I've got 50 positive reviews and one negative. All right. So stop being a secret agent. Get yourself out there. Make sure people know who you are. All right. So this wraps up. Don't be a secret agent. So one of my passionate topics for all new agents. You got to get this done right away. Okay. Like and subscribe for the channel. We'll see you again. Okay, I'm going to turn off the recording. We can talk freely.